and good evening. How is everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. Let's see who's all in here right now. Hi, Bella. Hi, Colin. Hi, Cecilia. And Blake, if you're still here. So I hope everyone is doing well. I do have a couple of news flashes I picked up for them today. And we're going to start here with this one right here. Oh, let me pull this one back up here. Yeah, apparently there's been a mountain lion sighting in a little town there here in West Texas. I'm in East Texas, if anybody's wondering. Um, I don't know how to pronounce this. I'd probably mess it up as Predesto Police Department with the TPWD, which is the Texas Parks and Wildlife. Uh, so they actually came across a mountain lion hopping over a fence there inside the city limits. This town is located over by Big Bend State Park. Okay, so as anybody's over there, please be careful. Mountain lions sighted, so they're on edge right now. So apparently, yeah, mountain lions are everywhere. They're making a comeback. Same thing with bears. I haven't had any bear issues in the past while. So let's go back over here to.
There was a buffalo encounter where contact was made.
Yeah, with the dog. I saw that.
I saw that.
Yes. Yeah. So there was a buffalo incident already in Yellowstone with a dog went after a buffalo, and yeah, he found out the hard way. He got tossed and quick ran away. So
Keep your dogs on a leash.
yeah, don't take your dogs in the park, please. Keep them on a leash if you take them. Alrighty, so let's go back up here and I backed up too far. Uh-oh. And then also, there is a new lake just opened up last week. Uh, so let's go here to this one here, and we'll share this one here. This one's a little bit hard to pronounce. Okay, like I said, something Texas hasn't seen in 30 years. Oh, let's get rid of that notice there. Oh, get out. No. There we go. Get rid of that. So, like I said, I just happened to catch Lake Fork guys video. He just released earlier today. He was actually fishing the lake with Rob Turkla, both of them from Guggen Squad, and they absolutely love the lake. A plus, largemouth bass, crappie, catfish, bluegill, the typical sport fish. This is actually a hour northeast of Dallas. Okay, not too far from Oklahoma. Let's see. So yeah, like I said, it's Boris d'Arc Lake. Okay, it's gonna be one of two lakes they're actually going to be opening up. So the one has just now opened. The other one will not be open until 2026, which is basically going to be not too far from where this lake is. So if anybody's fishing that area, please take video of all the fish you catch there at Boris d'Arc Lake. And we'll go ahead and we'll close that out there. We'll close that. Close that. And so I hope that everybody enjoyed the quick little news flash. I figure I'd do this. Sometimes I try and get some of these news flashes out right when I'm opening them up, if I can remember to do them and when I come across them. So let me go ahead and pop this up now. Paste that, deliver that, go over to here. Go ahead and wait for that to pop up because that stupid heart is in the way, so I can't pin it. Yeah, like I said, I hope everybody had a wonderful week. I just spent 2 days out there, actually, basically 13 hours out in the front yard trying to get that all cleaned up. It's just been a pain in the neck to get it done. Oh, yes. Please hit that thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, and have fun too. And let's see. Who's going to be our first guest up here tonight? Usually it's going to be Colin, and then Cliff, maybe a little bit later on when he gets done with his garden work. Alrighty. And let's see, what else? Like I said, I posted out a little video earlier, a quick little 50-second video of what I've been doing. I took that, I took that video yesterday. But like I said, I haven't done an update yet, so I'll probably be working on it tomorrow. So I'll do another quick little video, how far I've gotten. Like I said, I ended up chipping up some of it yesterday, and I found out the chipper does not like the dry stuff, so I had to cut that up real fine and put it in the burn barrel. A lot of small stuff. This is the stuff you do not want burning for a fire that everybody's going to be gathering around, because of the type of plant that it is. And I can't remember the name of the plant off the top of my head. Hello, Steve. How you doing? And how is all the other misfits? And good evening, Deb. I forgot to say that. You can come up, Steve. The pin's pinned it up at the top of the chat. I'll always hit the thumbs up before I head into the chat. Yeah. There's Mr. Colin. Should we let him up? Yeah, we'll let him up.
How you doing, sir? How you doing, ma'am?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Hi. How you doing?
Good.
Supper?
No, we haven't eaten yet, so I'll probably be blinking this out soon, and like a quick scarf it down and continue on.
Yeah, chicken and stuffing for me.
Yeah, like I said, I usually just use the burn barrel just for burning wood and plants and stuff that are no longer needed. I do not burn any kind of trash or nothing. That actually goes out to the curb once a week, because I don't want any plastics or anything else in there. I want no food scraps in there, because then I'll have the problem with the raccoons.
You got more raccoons down there than I do, probably.
No, Iowa has more. Just ask Justin. So he caught over 13, I think close to 1,300 this year.
Wow.
And the next gen trapper, I think he did pretty well too. They caught a lot between the two of them. I said this is the third year that Iowa Trapper has caught over 1,000 raccoons in a season.
And the season's not even over yet.
No, I'm not sure. I think it might be.
Oh, let me take a look. I know it's today was the first day of the 4th turkey season.
Yeah.
Today, so.
But yeah, so it's nice to get rid of the excessive nest raiders, so that we can have turkeys and ducks and all kinds of other waterfowl and forest fowl,
Snipes.
and backyard fowl, your chickens.
We still have to watch out for the coyotes and the bobcats and other things as well.
Yeah, but they're not as bad as the trash pandas. Yeah. Hello, Broadhead. How you doing?
Yeah, it's hard to believe he showed up on my channel for a while last night, so it's been a while.
Yeah, I did not catch any raccoons this year because we've had no issues with them this year. So that's all I care, is we didn't have any issues. No chickens disappeared this year that I know about. Hey, Bella. Almost forgot to mention you earlier.
Hey, Bella. Kristen, how you doing?
Yes,
Now, I do want to apologize again for last year, because I did not expect the big horde of raccoons to come in to our encampments like what they did.
Oh, no. Well, like I said, the Iowa DNR is not quite doing their job in that area.
Well, that was last year. Who knows what they're doing this year?
Oh, yeah.
Especially, when they're as big as a dog, as you said,
Oh, yeah.
that's pretty big.
Oh yeah, when you see it go across the campground and it's right at dusk, it's real hard to see because you can't use a flashlight because it's not dark enough yet. But yet it's too dark to really make something out. 50, 60, 70 yards.
Murky at best.
Yeah, that was a big raccoon.
He was. He just
Yep.
ignored my encampment. I can tell you
Yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, she's got one living in the trees.
How about the one you saw right outside your tent?
Oh yeah, he didn't like me scaring him.
Who scared who more? You or
I
him?
scared him. Oh, I was waiting for him.
Wonder what you do. Did you reached out and tapped him with a staff or something?
Oh no, I just put air into the pistol and just popped it off, and just allowed made him run. It would have been nice to have a firecracker. That would have been funny. Yeah, so like I said, I never thought about using the mothballs in the trees to get rid of them.
Well, does that work?
I don't know. Like I said, I have a super fat, thick, round ball of fur covered with fat with legs. Yeah, that's pretty much a raccoon living in my tree. Big box of mothballs is in the. Oh, it moved on me. Oh.
I didn't think that would ever work.
By the
Because
list to chase them away. No, I never gave it a thought. I never did.
when I had the one when Ian was a baby invade our attic,
Mhm.
I mean, literally 10 feet away from where he was sleeping. Only thing I could do was just shoot him with my bow. That's all I had. I didn't have a firearm. I just used my bow.
No, I wouldn't use a firearm up there either.
But,
That'd be bad juju right there.
well,
Especially
a
if you're inside
broadhead
the city limits.
worked wonders. Just saying.
Yeah, the problem is you still need to go and get it.
Well, I had to,
Oh yeah, I know.
but I got him out.
And
I
there's
blocked off
the
the entrance where they came in. So,
and I'm gonna have to get reloaded here and coffee here soon. Let's see. Yeah, and Broadhead said he caught it and killed a raccoon that estimated, I guessed, lower than actually thought. Just to be sure. Oh yeah.
Jenny did get one raccoon this year.
Hi, Grace.
Hey, Grace. She ran it over with the van.
Well, yeah.
Does that count?
Yes and no at the same time. That's unintentional.
But it did probably more damage to the van than it did to the raccoon, probably.
No, I mean the raccoon's done for. But on that note, yeah, like I said, I really want to go try out that new lake. I actually read about it this morning, and then I saw Lake Fort guy posted a video on that today. I was like, ooh, wow. Hey there, Mr. Cliff. How you doing?
Hey, Cliff.
Hello, Kathy. How you doing? Sorry, the dog wants attention.
Hey, Scooter.
Oh, by the way, Blake, I did get your picture of the greenhouse. Pretty awesome. That greenhouse is packed full.
He's got a green thumb then, huh?
Apparently so. Yeah, apparently I'm really good at growing asparagus.
Oh, don't say it. Jenny's going to want some now. She's in the middle of...
work 6 chickens.
Huh?
I guess they want me to work 6 chickens. Process.
What do you mean work 6 chickens?
Process.
Oh. I don't know. Can you?
Not hard.
Oh, do you have time is what I'm saying.
I should have time. It's just getting the water to boil. Charcoal will do that really easy. Same thing with wood. I should have some more wood here shortly. Okay, you've had enough. Hey, how did you?
Send him on his way.
Let's go lay down. No. Go lay down.
Big treat.
Hmm?
A big treat.
Oh, you want one of these? Doug? Oh. Here. Go lay down. Go lay down.
So what did I miss on the headline news?
Well, like I said, I talked about the new lake that's just opened up last week, up just northeast of Dallas area, about an hour's drive.
What's it called?
It's Boris the Ark Lake, and then the Murder Kitties over there in West Texas by Big Bend State Park.
You said Boys the Ark?
Boris the Ark.
Boris.
That's
Boris.
what,
Boris, not Boris. Boris. Boris.
okay. So the way if it was Boys the Ark, that's a whole different thing.
Yeah, and then there's another lake that's going to be opening up in 2026. That's going to be a few miles away from there. And what lake was that? It is, I think, Williams Lake or something like that. I can't remember.
How many acres is the lakes so far? The one, like the newest one.
The newest one, I believe it's, I can't remember. I think it's a 200 square mile. It's a good sized lake.
That's bigger than some counties I know.
Well, yeah.
But Iowa has got, uniform sized counties though, with the exception of one.
Yeah, so
Are you planning on doing major fishing there, or is it?
the problem is it's a long drive.
Well, obviously.
Yeah,
It's not a day trip.
it's not a day trip. So here's
It
the
is a
lake.
day trip. It took you about a day to get there.
It's 5.5 hours, 6 hours to get there.
I mean, it's definitely going to be a weekend trip for you guys,
I mean,
and you guys,
like I said,
do an overnighter.
because here's the Dallas area and here's the new lake over here, and that is the Texas-Oklahoma border right along here.
Oh wow, that's way too far.
Yeah, so yeah, it's a drive because it's about 4.5 hours to Dallas.
What's it stocked with?
Most of your good game fish. Like I said, if anybody's wondering, go follow Lake Fork Guy. They just fished it last week, and he just put out the video today. So yeah, so it's a pretty good sized lake. I mean, this half of it here is when it was like half full. This picture shows when it was really full. So
How long did it take him to build the lake?
6 years, I believe.
Where's the water coming from?
Rain.
Just rain?
Yeah. Well, it's a creek that feeds it. This
Okay.
is,
I was just wondering.
here's another lake right here that's a little bit smaller. But yeah, like I said, that one there feeds into the Red River here on the Texas-Oklahoma border.
Hey, Des.
And I try to remember where the other one is. Hi, Des. How you doing? Try to remember where the other one is supposed to be at. I know it's somewhere over here in this area. Is all I can remember. Let's see if I still have it here. Go ahead and close this out here. And let's see if it's still in my program here. It is not there. So I do not see it there. But yeah, so there's one lake there. The town is supposed to be nearest by it is supposed to be London, Texas.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Now, is that made out from like they use a valley for making it, or how was
A canyon.
a canyon?
You know how expensive it is to dig out a lake?
No, that's why I was wondering if they were using a valley or something. That's why.
There's somebody pumping in,
baby, riding a dead baby inside of a dead whale. Evening, folks.
Good evening.
Oh,
Hey, Cliff.
almost whacked myself on that one. Oh. It's hot and I'm tired.
You said you're hot, and I think some ladies might think so.
Yeah, some of them in here do, which they have mentioned numerous times. Or at least they think I'm cute.
I know Pepper said that.
No, she said other things.
I
They
don't
will not
want to
repeat.
know. I'm not going to, I don't want to know.
Yeah,
As
we
a
will
dad,
not
I
repeat
don't
that.
need to know.
She told you.
No,
You know
she
what
didn't.
I'm talking about.
No, I told her not to tell me, so she didn't. I don't need to know. That's too much information for a dad.
One more day off, and then I go back to work for another 4 days of insanity.
Cliff, you haven't stopped working.
Say what?
You never stopped working.
No. I've been working out in the yard, getting stuff prepped. My beans are popping up. My corn popping up. Jason's popping up 2 thumbs. I wanted to make a comment earlier about what he said about him getting more wood soon, and I about died when he said that.
Yeah, oh yeah, I can understand that.
And you're muted, by the way, Jason.
Yeah, because people are talking in the kitchen.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to those 2 lakes here soon. It'll probably be a while before I can get up to them, because I do want to go check out those lakes.
Yeah, because they are a bit of a drive.
They are a bit of a drive, and one of them's not going to be ready for another 2 years.
Oof.
So yeah, they're in the construction stages right now.
Nicety nice.
Actually, the D'Arc Lake, the Horse D'Arc Lake, is actually it actually has waterfowl hunting on it. So, which is actually pretty awesome. But again, it's still a long drive.
Oh man,
Oh, delivery.
6 hours is too far.
Oh, thank you.
he got his food.
Ooh, Marcus? Because it wasn't me.
No, Jason.
What about it?
Did you get your food?
Yeah, I just
Hamburger, cabbage, and rice.
That is a unique combination.
It works. Fills my belly.
I'll take. If you like it, that's all that matters.
Hamburger, cabbage, and rice.
Like I said, that's an interesting combo. But if he likes it, that's all that matters.
Second.
Oh, Des has got you a message there.
I don't know what's going with the sandwich because chicken, hamburger, oregano meat.
Me, I had baked chicken with Mrs. Dash and stuffing.
So, anybody else has any adventures for this year's plan?
Nothing gardening wise.
I meant going somewhere.
I've got nothing.
I got the Watch Your Flea Market coming up next month.
Yeah,
And I got invited to go work the Renaissance Fair in Amana next month as well.
I have
My 2
absolutely
big things I've got.
Yeah, apparently Tyler did pretty well there at the market there.
at the
Flea
fair.
Market, the Renaissance Fair?
Was that one weekend or is it just a couple
I
weekends?
believe it's one weekend.
Oh.
I was unable to attend due to a wedding I had to attend. It'd be kind of hard for me not to go because it was only less than 2 miles from my house. And we promised him way before we knew about the fair that we were going.
Yep.
So it's kind of hard to say no about that. And it was just a wonderful event, nonetheless. I got lots of video.
Oh wow! So definitely go over to the SCA event. Awesome.
I'm going to try to find out where Malvern is from here.
Grace is going camping.
And Grace going camping. Where are you heading to?
Campground.
Because I know that the 10 Killer Lake 10 Killer is actually happening this weekend.
Oh, that's just west of Omaha, of Red Oak, where Jenny's parents live.
Ah. That's good.
Still no word on my knee surgery, unfortunately.
Ah.
Oh, man.
You big chicken wings, rice, and broccoli. That's a good combo.
Be right back. I got something.
I had nachos, then
Nachos.
Robin's eggs, and
That's nacho cheese.
yeah, I am like out of it as to like what I wanted. I have pizza and lasagna, but it's not Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're 3 weeks away?
Yeah.
Before we head up to the Waveland American YouTube meetup.
Well, I hope this time around when you come back to your house, your garden isn't dead.
Yeah, me too. I might have to get a one of those programmers you put on the faucet.
Well, the
Mhm.
watering timers.
Yeah. I mean, it's not hard to water all the plants.
No, but that's what you thought when we went on vacation the last time and came back to half your garden dead.
I was just stressed. Oh, yeah. Well, like I said, I'm just happy just to get up in there and see everybody. We're supposed to meet Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa
I don't think I know them.
and a few others.
Do you have a link for their channel?
Yeah, for Lazy Days Ahead.
Yes, please.
Give me a few moments.
Yeah, they do. Oh,
They got a big following.
I've never heard of them, so I was just wondering.
Oh, let me pop up a new.
Are they more of a gardening channel, bushcraft channel? What are they?
No, they're like traveling,
Oh, okay.
and they do giveaways.
Okay. Hey, Rob.
Let's see. It'll take me a few moments here. There's a down a very long list.
Evening, Mr. Rob on the road.
Hey, Rob on the road, how you doing? I know I saw them here earlier. I don't see them on here. Oh, that's because I'm looking at I, duh, not L. Let's see.
Okay, that's cool, Des. Thank you. I'm not worried about the giveaways. It's just, curious on who they are. What do they drive around in?
It's been taking forever over there.
I know, I'm trying to find their link because they got so many of them.
I already
Cliff.
got it on there. because
Thank you,
Jason's
Cliff.
taking forever over.
Oh, that's the latest video. I think
How to
that's
make
it. Right.
coffee creamer with 3 ingredients. Interesting.
Let's see if this works here.
Yeah, well, I'm not too fond of the fact that he's showing brown mustard or brown ketchup, mustard, and lemon juice.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, no thanks. I'm gonna happily pass on that one.
Is that
I
link
think-
viable?
I think that was just what he had in the top of his refrigerator.
Is that link good?
Yeah, mine's good.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got it.
What I put in there works just fine.
Yeah, he's retired Marine Corps, I believe.
Oh, that's cool.
Mhm. Not 100% sure, but I think it is. I'm trying to remember who else is supposed to be up there.
Lou Ferrigno.
I'm not sure if White Rock Homestead's going to be there or not. I'm not sure. But there's supposed to be a whole bunch. And I think it was one of the first ones to get a campsite. Because we saved up, we always set money aside. So the first night we were able to reserve it, we reserved it. Oh yeah, Gillian Farms, yeah.
I'm assuming MT is Montana Homestead. Unless it's Montreal, which I'm pretty sure that's not.
Mountain Homestead, I think.
I assumed MT was Montana, so that's what I grew up with. So
I
that's
don't
what
blame you on that one. I mean, there's supposed to be quite a few.
Yeah, all these meetups are way too far away for me to drive because most of them are like 3-day drive for me. No, thank you.
You mean Jason and Terry? Oh, sorry. Oh, Mike and Terry. Okay.
Well, except for the Iowa trip, I managed to do that one in less than 30. And well,
Yeah, but you didn't stop.
I did it in 16 hours.
Yeah.
You didn't stop though, did you?
I think I drove for like 14 hours straight, or 13 hours straight, and then I got like, I
Rob,
need to eat, I need to sleep.
Drive nothing, Rob. That's too far to swim.
Do we have to have that? Says the guy who would have made it, but then decided to cancel his trip, and then right after, like a week after he canceled, he gets his passport.
I know.
Oh, he got it the same day he canceled it.
You poor guy.
That really sucked.
Could have been there hanging out with us. No. Government was like, I guess we're gonna. I bet you $1 they were waiting.
I'm pretty sure they were.
Waiting for him to cancel, and then they hand delivered it the same day.
It was like
That
really.
still would have sucked. I don't care who you are.
Oh, I'd be mad.
Well, one of these days we'll get to meet him. Because if he keeps on coming to Illinois, that's like next door to me.
And Des is heading over to the Alabama one.
Alabama. I
Mm-hmm.
got too many things to say about Alabama.
Then there's
SD had the Tennessee one.
there's the one in Tennessee. And
Which
that's gonna be
SD went
after ours.
Rob says wasn't the funnest time ever.
We're sorry
Yeah.
that you couldn't make it. Though.
I'd be mad. I'd be mad as a hornet nest on that one.
Do they have hornets over there?
Yep.
Yep,
I
Eurasian
wasn't sure.
hornets.
I don't know what the next closest one for me is, but I won't be able to go until next year anyway.
Yeah, I'm surprised there's none in any of the other states.
Well, with me being with my knee, I couldn't go in even if I wanted to. I'm limited on what I can do.
Well, I'm surprised there's none there in like the New Mexico, Arizona, Colorado area.
There is, but you have to kind of sort of be invited to that one.
Oh,
Who do you know anybody who's a part of it? Well,
Nope, because
that's gonna get limited.
that's the major, one of the bigger outdoor like gun show kind of thingies. Like,
Oh.
Is it a rendezvous type thing or what?
no, it's
So those guys can be pretty cliquish if they need it. If they tend to be.
what is the name of that stupid thing? It's in usually Utah or Nevada every year.
And then they got
Oh,
SHOT
right.
Show every January. That's when you
What?
have to be invited. SHOT Show, you have to be invited.
Yeah, that's the one. SHOT Show.
Yeah, you have to be press, which includes YouTube, and vendors. Because it's the manufacturers that go there and they show off their products.
So that's technically not. It's more of a
I mean,
manufacturer.
it's a gathering of sorts, but like I said, that you have to be invited to that one or know somebody that's going that says, "Hey, you want to tag along?"
Yep.
Well, technically, you are a business, though.
To get into. Say what?
You are a business.
I work at a business, but I'm not showing off pizzas.
No, you're LLC.
I just threw that on here. I don't actually have an LLC title. It's not. I don't have anything registered.
Do they need to know that?
Well, I mean, I don't exactly have a huge presence on YouTube, so.
And that's $14 a year just to do that.
That's cool, Grace. I can't wait to get to that point where I'm done worrying about having to use a cane from time to time.
Well, there's two of them. There's one that you can get to, Cliff, in October. Anybody can walk up and watch. That's going to be in Mesa, Arizona in October.
Fireworks?
At the Usury Outdoor Club, I think it was called. And that's where they have the competition, the EBR. And AOA sponsors that one, Air Guns of Arizona. And people from around the world go there.
Yeah, but Cliff, do you have an air rifle, air pistol, anything like that?
Yeah. What do you think I bought Ian all that ammo for? Because
Well, you never talk about it though.
that's because we don't normally talk about that stuff on your channel or my channel. I put it off numerous times. Mine looks like a shotgun.
Oh,
No, he has a nice Sheridan, an old one. You can't get no more.
Nope. And if you can find them, they're like $400. They're that thing is almost as expensive as a Henry.
Yeah, that's because they're that rare. So I would love to get a hold of one of those too, one of those Sheridans.
If I ever run across another one, I'll be
Even
damn sure to pick it up.
if it's not working, because I can rebuild it.
Most of the time, you're only going to need like an O-ring.
Well, if you replace one O-ring, you replace them all.
Yeah, but I mean, you're really just going to have to replace O-rings. That's about the only thing I'll really give out on that.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you do have the chance of losing the piston arm, but I mean, unless you like have that thing open and you're trying to caveman Tarzan off trees with that thing, you ain't gonna tweak it.
Oh yeah. All right. I know, because I know you can get replaceable peep sights for it still as well.
Yeah.
They are accurate. For being a multi-pumper and as old as they are, they do pretty well now.
Yeah, that thing still puts off. Hey, Rob, how's it going?
Hey, Rob.
hey Rob.
Also, my pile of seeds is now missing. So
Did it
I
get
have,
eaten?
I have another mouse here inside the shop.
Yeah.
I probably disrupted a whole bunch of them, cleaning out the front yard. I'm not even done yet. It'll be a couple days before I can even get that taken care of.
That's too bad.
But once I get it all cleared out, all the stumps all dug up, and
Yeah,
cleaned
don't
up.
dig up the stumps. Just cut a hole in the stump, plant something in it.
Well, it's too close to the house for tannerite.
Well, no, just cut a hole in that stump with a freaking chainsaw or whatever. Dig out a hole and put some dirt in it and plant something in it, and
Yeah.
plant will take
Well-
care of the stump itself.
Yeah, somewhere around here I have a Maddock. I need to find it. I like the Maddocks because you can actually chop out the roots and just lift up the stump.
Yeah, along with all the dirt.
No, yeah, you just disrupt the dirt. You just fill it back in. I just don't want to put my chainsaw into the dirt.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you turn a chainsaw blade, half a second is done.
Well, you clear the dirt around it, and then you use the chainsaw. But that
So-
requires a lot of digging.
Yeah, it still messes up the chains though. And I only have
Yeah.
two.
Especially
So I
when you whack that nice hard rock that's somewhere in between the roots and you don't see it because
Yeah.
it's like squished in there.
Yeah, that's okay. I have a mutt around here somewhere too as well. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I got.
It wasn't like Mesa, Arizona. She almost died. Well, okay, her friend almost died. I suppose. Are you having anything special tonight, Jason?
I might here in a little bit. I might get a red beer. Just because they're so comforting. It's a comfort drink.
Dude, the last 3 days at work, me and my boss just keep getting freaking beers because we're just like, we're done with this shit. We are so tired and stressed out from the freaking concert. It's just
No.
like back-to-back concert. Like every night there's a concert at work.
What
Why
was
is
concert
that?
this time?
Let's see. Yesterday was Bad Omen. The night before was some random lady I'd never heard of. We had True Rock concerts before that. Tomorrow, let's see, what's today? Today was a country concert. It was Adam Ant.
Adam Ant's not country.
Well, it's country.
No, he's not though.
It's country.
Hey Grace, the best thing I found to open up a bag of concrete
British,
is
and
a
he
flat
did
shovel.
goody two shoes.
It's country.
Oh, ask
So-
Rob on the road. He can tell you if it's country or not.
Yeah. Why all the concerts there at your work?
Because that's what the building owner decided he wanted to do. He wanted to schedule for some ass reason. 15 concerts, 13 concerts in 15 days.
In the parking lot?
Oh, no. I know there is a concert venue in the building that I work in.
Oh, okay.
His genre is pop. Glam rock? Okay. Yeah, there you go. Not country.
It's country.
You're going to call him country anyway.
And a lot of these, by the way, artists, if you pay attention to their names and you say them in the right way, they're an actual word.
They're what?
Adam Ant. Adamant.
Adamant? Yeah. You can take
Adamant
him as
about his music. There's a lot of artists that do that and nobody catches on to it. And I'm just like, stupid. So stupid.
It works.
Not really, because I had no intention of ever. Half of these concerts, I don't want to go to, like, at all. Like,
How
what
much would bet Adam Ant's
His name's
real name
coming
is
in.
like Adam Anthony or something like that?
Up in Adamant.
Adamantium?
No, Adamant.
I
The
know.
old cartoon?
That's Atom and. There's a
Oh,
little
yeah,
difference.
Adamant. Yeah, sorry. Wow. Brain's not working. I need a beer.
Oh man, you wouldn't really
working
believe
all day
his,
long. I'm freaking wiped.
his real name is like way different.
Who the hell names their child way different?
No. Good one though. Real name is Stuart Leslie Goddard.
Hey,
No, no. Who do we have tomorrow? What's today? Oh, actually, we don't have one tomorrow, thankfully.
woohoo!
I want to actually talk something over with Jason about Ian's pistol, air
Yeah.
pistol. Okay, give me. I'm going to go. Is it right if I show it on here?
No, because we're live.
So you don't want to show your air rifle?
We're
No air
live.
pistols.
Why do you think his are covered?
Yep.
Well, the thing is that usually, I mean, you say you when you talk about air rifles, it should be okay.
Mm-mm.
Yes,
Nope.
you can't brandish them.
Yeah, brandish them.
Okay. So then I can't really show you then.
Yeah, because now you can show a picture of one. You can do that.
Well, the thing is, I don't know what model it is without showing you.
It's on the side of it. You can read it.
Give me a second.
Yeah, what you doing
I
that?
think you played in anyway, so
I'm gonna get me a frosty glass. I'll be right back.
I guess
ow.
we'll do the same here shortly.
I'll be right back.
I'm not looking forward to the rest of this week. No, too many concerts. I'm too wore out. And hi, folks. By the way, hello. Hope everyone is doing well. For those of you who have the green thumbs, keep them green. Don't get them clean. I'm going to follow suit. I don't think I'd have a problem driving. At least I'm sitting. My job, I'm on my feet all day long on concrete.
Well, I know that feeling.
Yeah, it's not fun. And it doesn't matter the fact that it has those thin, stupid, like 48 millimeter thick industrial tiles, those peel and stick floor tiles. You're still standing on concrete. It's just sparkly concrete because it's nice and clean because of the tiles, but you're still standing on concrete.
Yeah, I'm walking all over at work. It's pretty brutal.
Yeah. I know, that's why I said the sunset looks nice. Look at Gene on the clouds. I got a cool sunset outside that I can't see because I'm inside drinking a beer. Well, apparently removing half my ice cubes too.
Ah! Don't shake this one up.
When you have to make new ice and then decide to stick your frozen beverage on top to cool it off faster than the ice.
Oh, somebody's already making pickles.
Okay, I'm trying to find Ian's. I'm just trying to find the one that looks like it. It's a 1377 American Classic.
Yeah. Those are nice.
The newer ones don't look anything like the model that Ian has.
There it is. My stir stick.
I still have my specialized stir stick.
Yeah.
The surviving brother. I see people putting ones in there. Y'all better stop.
Why? You can't make me do anything about it.
That's what he gets. That's what you get.
I said he can't, not you, Jason.
I couldn't help it.
Oh, good one though.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I mean, what do you know about the older models, not the newer ones?
The older ones actually are probably better built than the new ones now.
Because that's kind of hard. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to find one that looks like it, but I don't want to have it near my screen just in case it accidentally gets shown. So
Yeah.
But the only way I can research it is on my computer. So
So it's the multi-pump pistol.
but it's the American Classic. But I don't know much more than that, because a lot of the newer ones are like really plastic looking.
Yeah, they got a lot more plastic on them, so that's so they can keep the cost down on them.
Oh my god. Oh, that's freaking me out for some reason. I'm watching myself on this screen sitting down, and I forgot that I can see myself in the basement on my screen, and I saw something moving. I was like, what's on my computer? I was like freaking out.
Can I show you a picture of mine then, if that's allowed?
Yeah, you can show a picture.
Okay.
Oh, Cliff, are you almost ready?
Yeah, just give me let me get a stir here real quickage.
That's
Yep.
the one he has.
Yep.
Oh, I have one of those, and my sister has one of those.
Yeah, those things are sweet.
177s?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are really nice. They're heavy as heck, though.
He does not like it.
They're
Really?
it's because they're heavy.
Yeah. And it takes, you got to like pump it up like 10 times before you can do anything with it.
Yeah, you can go 3 to 10.
Yeah, the biggest thing with that one is the pump action on that. The handle's too short,
Yeah.
and you have to pump. You have to cock it flat-handed. You pull it open, but you have to pump it flat-handed. Because trust me, that thing.
You give it a hand pinch.
Ouch, 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 ouch. Yeah.
Yeah. Hand
yeah.
pinch is very common.
Oh yeah,
All right,
that
Cliff.
is the worst.
Here we go.
Cheers.
Enjoy. Clink.
What have I got?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have one of my my sister has that one. That's like an original one from way back in the day.
Oh, yeah. They've been making
I
those
got it for free
early 60s.
from a friend of mine, and he just gave it to me, and I gave it to Ian. Then I bought Ian his new dual barrel one, dual caliber one. He likes the caliber. He does not like the rate of fire.
Of course not. It's supposed to teach you
Control.
not just control, patience, and
Archery does that.
yeah, but yeah, you can actually do. There's 10-meter clubs everywhere for pistols.
Well, usually he has a quiver full of arrows on his back, and he's carrying a bow. But
Yeah, but see, here's the thing though. I can carry a heck of a lot more rounds of lead seeds than I can a bag of arrows.
yeah, but how often do you practice with yours?
My arrows or my lead spreader?
Either one.
Not often because I'm always busy.
Exactly.
'Cause I'm constantly working. I work like 18 hours a day. I don't give myself much time off, even on here. The only reason why I got here early is because it's too damn hot outside and I was dying out there. I spent 4 hours watering everything in the yard.
Oh, Blake is making dill pickles.
No, sweet pickles.
Bread and butter.
Bread and butter are my favorite.
Deb peeled some quaily eggs.
Yep. Any progress with new hatchings there, Deb? I hope you're getting good hatchings.
I actually thought about doing that too because I'm like, quail's a fairly small bird and you can get a good chunk of them in a small space and get a lot from it.
Yeah. Huh?
Every time she answers and she starts off with smarty pants, Blake.
She's asking for permission.
No, because he's talking about, hell no, you should only eat dill pickles, no sweet pickles.
I like sweet pickles, though.
Hi, Mandy.
It's a man, duh.
Mandy.
That's a man. Yeah.
I like all kinds of pickles. You know, I like when you get the broccoli and the and those little hot cherry peppers.
Yeah, Blake, you tell her she's not getting that pickle.
Oh, and my favorite kind of pickles, olives. I like
Olives
olives.
are pickles.
That's not a pickle.
It's an olive. It's a pickled olive, but it's still an olive.
I mean, yeah, but it's an olive. It's not a pickle. Then again, technically a pickle's not a pickle until it's pickled. It's a tan cucumber.
You got it.
The same thing with raisins. Raisin is just a dry ass grape, soaked in basically sugar water.
I'm gonna be drinking that one pretty slow because I just ate dinner.
Yeah, I was about to say. You pretty
That'll
choked.
fill you up. Believe it or not, it fills you up.
Well, yeah, you're always sitting there with a big old freaking pint glass.
Oh, yeah.
Or, well, double pint glass, I should say.
The bullet was empty.
Oh.
She ate it all. Rice, cabbage, dressing.
Yeah. Amanda still likes your pickle bush. She'll probably shave it. See if she likes that pickle bush then.
Molly likes it as it is.
Yeah, okay. Nice and rugged.
It's the cushion.
Ugh. A couple more months, I should have lemons and limes. I'm super happy. Dude, I'm so excited. And bushes are doing freaking fantastic. And I have one. It's another lemon plant. It has no leaves on it, but the sucker has like 8 blooms on there.
Yeah. You
I
should
don't
see
know
how-
how it's still going. There's no leaves. It's not photosynthesizing squat.
I mean, it's probably using up all of its carbohydrates.
I don't know what it's. And it hasn't popped out any new leaves, which is I'm kind of worried about that. So I have a feeling that plant is going to die this season.
There she is.
But here,
Hi.
I'll go grab it real quick.
Mandy.
Hi, Amanda.
Hey, Mindy.
Hey, hon,
Hello.
Mandy's here.
I'm at work.
Jenny's right here.
Hey, Jenny.
How are you? Let me find
Feeling like crap
We are doing
today.
good.
Mac, here.
Like I
Mac.
said,
your-
my
There you
my
go.
gherkins are having lots and lots of blooms.
I got this going so far for you.
Oh,
She's
that's
making it really-
sexy.
Is that's your scarf? I'm working on
Oh, that's sexy.
But it looks like bacon.
it.
Well,
It does
bacon
look
is-
like bacon.
Bacon is sexy.
Wait,
Yeah.
Some yarn that's been crocheted.
bacon's awesome.
Bacon is awesome. So she's got a bacon scarf.
Yeah, unless you've got Australian bacon and then it ain't nice.
It's American one because it's coming from Jenny.
Because Australian bacon, not bacon, it's pea meal.
It's salty, acidic grossness.
All right. See you later, Des.
Bye, Des.
Hi, Des.
Calling you. Not meaning to say that like you're about to die or something. I don't know. Don't mind me, I'm weird.
There's a truck that's rocked up. Why is there a truck here?
A what? A truck?
Yeah, because Cliff
Yeah.
left it there.
It's not a truck, it's a lorry.
What
No,
about Lori?
this
I don't
wasn't
know.
meant to be rocking up.
But so look, here's my plant.
Yeah, like I said, yeah, what's up with that?
So here, those are lemons. It's a
You're a
maple
lemon.
But look at this. There ain't a single ass leaf on here, but look, you can see the 2 blooms on there. And there's another one right there.
Yeah, well, the stems are still green, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's the weirdest part. Like, all
They're
the
going
leaves
all
are
for the
off,
blooms.
but I have like, look, I got a bloom here. I have a bloom here. There's another one right here, here, and like 3, 4 more popping up on this main stem right here, and then there's like 3 more off this off branch.
Is there any buds on it?
Yeah, those are the blooms. That's look, you get the one
No,
bloom
no,
right here.
I'm talking about for the leaves.
No, that's the weird part. Oh,
Maybe
actually,
they're just
maybe.
putting all the energy towards the actual
Andy.
lemons.
No, look, okay, so. Ooh, what is Amanda showing us? Ooh, that's a lot of bugs.
That's the fig tree. It's covered.
Yeah, just soap water.
Yeah, but I can't get it up that high.
Oh, Blake wants to pop up with a greenhouse update.
Okay, so yeah, I guess technically now that I'm looking at this, it is starting to grow little nodes that look like they could be leaves. So, but the weird thing, like I said, it's growing the flowers, so I know my plant's not dying. Because if it was dying, it wouldn't be growing flowers.
And
Oh, wait, go back
And-
to
don't want to face my ugly mug.
Hold on.
Oh, wrong one.
Simmons.
No, it's lemons, but we don't have the big spikies on ours. Lemon.
What type of lemon tree do you have, Cliff?
Mine is a Mayor Lemon, but mine is the thorn bush style.
Oh, okay.
Pretty ones.
What kind do you have, Mandy?
Lemon. I have no clue. And that's a lemon.
What do they do with them?
You
Eat them,
So eat them or sell them.
or I run them over with a lawnmower, and they smell really nice.
And if you eat enough of them, you'll see they'll glow in the dark. My dad has
About
a
an
lemon
hour.
tree story about that I can tell you guys if you're interested.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
see.
you might can be allowed to, Blake.
Yeah, I said, Blake, come on up.
I don't think I've ever seen his greenhouse, so I wouldn't know what it looks like. So I'd be kind of curious.
Oh,
Looks
about
like
Grown?
mine, but fuller. I just use mine for propagating, not for growing in. Well, a couple of them I grow in, but most
Yeah,
of it's
Blake
for
still has the
propagating.
cover on his greenhouse, which is really weird.
What do you mean cover?
The greenhouse part.
The part that makes it a greenhouse, the cover.
Well, why does it matter if he still has it up?
Well, because I mean, technically, you don't need it up at this point. It's the beginning of summer.
it'll get too hot, it'll fry everything in there.
It kills. That's why I don't. That's why usually after April, I don't have anything in my greenhouse because it'll fry everything. I had the door and the window open. It was 128 degrees in there today.
Yeah, see, I got both doors open, so I get that full-on breeze through there, and it cools it off big time.
Yeah, well, I don't have the advantage of a high tunnel.
This is true.
Mine is basically a plastic square with two doors, with two vents. It gets wicked out. But I will tell you this, though. If you want to make a sun tea in the afternoon, you make it real quick.
Hey, AR, how you doing?
Good evening, AR Patriot.
Hey, R, how you doing?
Been in here in a while?
Oh,
I'm going to go put my plant back outside.
All right, you go ahead.
Jason's got 10 people watching. Woohoo!
Ooh, yeah, the highest I've ever had is 14.
Hey, that might change.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I was out there working in the yard, and I figured out where I'm going to put more planters. So I'm going to put more planters towards the about 8 feet away from the edge of the deck. And I'll probably pull them about 20 inches tall. And I figured that's where I'm going to grow my asparagus because I get wonderful sun there in the morning towards midday, and then towards the late afternoon it starts to get shaded. So I figured that'd be the perfect area for the asparagus to grow because they got that afternoon light shade. They get that morning sun. Yeah, so I'm gonna have 2 foot wide and about 80 feet long of asparagus.
That's a lot of asparagus.
Yeah, but when you can only harvest 1 or 2 off of the plant at a time,
That's true.
so we'll go through 2 pounds of asparagus between the 4 of us for dinner.
Can't do it. Can't touch it.
Can't touch it.
Can't touch it. Well,
Can't touch
I mean, I
this.
can touch it, just not when it's cooked. It's just there's something about it.
I don't like the taste of asparagus.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, we actually
Jenny loves it too. Don't get me wrong. I'll help her grow it, but I will not eat it.
there was a pizza place that had little pieces of asparagus you can have on the pizza,
Blech.
and it was good.
Yeah.
the attack button.
No, I haven't had a chance yet, Cecilia.
Hi,
Yeah.
Cecilia.
You send to Cecilia. We'll put them on an envelope. No. We're not talking about you. You be quiet.
What's the little stickers? Was that what you put little paw prints?
Little stamps. I'm actually shocked that thing works because I've had that stamp for like 6 years.
Well, at least it's not dried out.
I know, that's why I was shocked. I tested it out. With a little pepper.
Yeah, Grace, especially when you drizzle it with olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic, wrap it in bacon, put it on the grill. Awesome.
Steamed.
With kosher salt.
Pink Himalayan salt.
Either way.
We have a couple of lamps with that are those at work right now.
I haven't seen one of those lamp like that in a while.
Jenny's got one in the bedroom, but this one here is a different one that I've ever seen. It's actually little version, little chunks that are all over.
All right, Deb, get your
That's
coffee.
the same thing, but it's like in a big giant bowl, but it heats up and everything.
Yeah.
I always would have figured what would happen if you just grind them up. If they're really truly salt, can you use them for
Salt.
cooking?
It's salt. As long as the stuff don't get wet, it'll sit in there for eons. It won't do anything.
So, AR, what you got going on?
What's going on?
What's going on? Yes, I'm surprised I haven't seen Johnny or Ajax.
Ajax usually pops in when we're almost done.
I know, it's just like last week.
But ain't Johnny Mac live right now anyway?
Yeah, so I was out there cleaning. I cleaned a lot of it out. And I can't believe how much space is actually out there. How far those bushes were just overgrown. Overgrown onto the deck, as you guys saw. Okay, I'm just done with my weekly show. Okay, yeah. So, and it's sticking out a good 10 feet from the deck. It's just overgrown.
Wow.
So I figured, because the insurance company wants it removed so that we can get our insurance going. Because then I'll have to get some planters planted. I'll have to get some lattice to go on the outside of it, and then lattice for the deck. So I'll be doing that in stages. I'll just get a couple of those at a time. This stuff is so expensive.
Bam! That dog got frogged.
Oh, you finally got it?
No, I've had it for a while, but I've been busy all day. The first time I had a chance to watch it.
Oh, yeah.
That dog got flopped.
What happened?
Check your Instagram.
Yeah. Somebody didn't leash their dog when they were at Yellowstone.
And that
Obstacle,
dog got
how you doing?
smacked hard as shit.
Mm-hmm.
Ew.
I'm surprised you didn't hear the dog yell.
I don't want to know.
Idiots of Yellowstone.
It got away.
Season all year.
The dog thought he was all big and bad, and then the
Yeah,
buffalo sent him flying for a short distance, and he ran away.
Yes, well, the person who owns said dog needs to be kicked in the nuts or whatever and have the dog taken off of them.
Yeah, like I said, the dog was not on a leash in a national park. Therefore, it is the owner's responsibility.
Yeah, against something that's weighted by a small car.
Yep.
And has very large horns.
Yeah. So there you go. Like I said, if you want to, go ahead and follow that. Mandy, I put it on the outdoors people. So you can actually click on to that link and follow them. Oh, I should do that here.
I will check it out.
Yeah. Somebody can post that.
The
The
link or
Instagram, the link for the Instagram, yeah. There's Blake. Playing around in the dark as usual.
Oh, that's Blanca.
Okay, Blake, are you plugged in somewhere or are you going to die?
We all gonna die one day.
No, is your phone going to die?
Yeah. How much power do you have?
My phone's gonna die before I die. Just put it that way.
No, what's the power level?
Man, why you gonna put me on the spot right when I pop in, man? Come
Because-
on, dude.
Blake,
I got 19%. 19% enough for right now.
For you need to get yourself a decent battery charger.
Well, I don't plug it in until I go to bed at night. So
That's very trusting.
Where's the greenhouse?
I'm in it. Can you see?
No,
We can't see jack squat other than black.
It is 12 o'clock over here.
You're 6 hours ahead of me? What?
No, I'm only what 4 hours ahead of you. It's 10 o'clock.
It's 10:12.
It's
Only
still
400 hours.
dark.
are you? See, you're an hour ahead of me. I think
Yeah, he's ahead. Yeah.
he's an hour ahead of me. And you.
Let me see if I can get this thing turned around here.
Do you have power?
How you
in your
doing, Blake?
greenhouse?
Howdy, how you doing?
Pretty damn alive.
What?
I'm alright. I'm pretty damn alive.
Oh, pretty damn alive. Okay.
Which is good.
The Australian accent is warring against the Georgia accent.
I know. I thought I had that southern slang. I didn't understand what she said at all.
Pretty sure that's everyone on a daily basis.
No, you grew up around enough Aussies, you watch enough random Aussie stuff, you start learning the slang, and you're just like, you start laughing while everyone else is confused.
I like
How do you
watching
flip-
a lot of Aussie TV.
How do you flip the camera?
There's a little
circle button.
On the phone,
Go to your
there's two
settings.
options.
You go to your settings, and you'll see front or back on the camera settings.
Sometimes it lets you just swipe it.
Sometimes you actually have to. Well, when I'm filming with my phone, I actually have to pause it to actually flip the cameras.
I just click the three little buttons that says more, and then you go into settings, and then you go into camera.
That was the wrong circle button.
Yeah, it was.
You button bashing.
Nope.
He's from Georgia.
Up twice.
Give him a minute, he'll figure it out.
Mash those buttons.
I mean, we can see his eerie, like, forehead right there. Or at least I can. I don't know about the rest of y'all.
We lost him.
Oh, he button bashed.
No, we didn't. He had
Is
backup.
that you?
Nope, he had backup.
He needs a flashlight or something.
I got a flashlight, but I got to figure out how to turn the camera around.
Oh, there's my banners.
Do you?
All right, what do you?
Just turn your phone around.
Yeah, but then I can't see what them camera facing front.
There we go.
That's it.
So I need camera facing back. Is that what I need?
Yep. That would be correct.
Oh, look at there. We working with grease now.
Yeah, but it looked like you working with stale grease.
Bacon grease.
I ain't no stale around here.
Nah, his grease is congealed.
There we go. We got some
Oh, yeah,
vision
there we
now.
go.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yep.
that looks just like the daytime version, just in the nighttime.
It's
Yep.
just a little more. It's a little more packed than your greenhouse, just a little bit.
Yeah.
What's
Well,
the square footage of that?
Same as
Do what
Jason.
now?
What's the square footage?
Same as Jason. I think it's like what 20 by 10.
200.
Yeah.
Actually, it's the 197, I think.
Yeah, I got eggplant and I got some peanuts popping up. Some old South Georgia peanuts.
No
Poblano. Kale, different piles of kale. Tomatoes. Mild
Tomatoes.
squash. Yeah, tomatoes.
Tomatoes.
Got some green. I got some collard greens in there growing too.
Splash.
What exactly is a collard green? I've heard of it. Never, don't know what it is.
It's a southern spinach.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then.
It's the easiest way I can explain it.
That is
I got a pile of carrots growing around my fig tree, but you about can't even tell because they're growing.
It's taller than the fig tree.
Are they gonna
Yeah.
get-
Oh yeah, my carrots is getting crazy tall,
Are they going to
but they're growing. They're growing all around it and all that. I got corn in the middle. It's doing pretty good.
I got corn.
Oh yeah.
I got corn.
You like corn?
I got corn.
I like corn.
My green beans is about as tall as I am. I got them strung up to the top thing up there.
Yeah, love
My
green
little
beans.
lemon tree. Y'all was talking about your lemon trees.
Lemons.
Got the little lemon tree kicking in there.
Yeah, when God gives you lemons, you make lemonade.
You make cucumbers, and I got cucumbers right here.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
how you gonna make a cucumber out of a lemon?
I don't know. You gotta squeeze. You gotta squeeze the sourness up. I got some broccoli kicking there. Some onions in there, and some sweet potatoes right there. And I had a bunch of lettuce, but we done picked it. And
Well,
I got some coming back up right there. You can't really. And then one coming up here. I got some seeds already starting to pop off it. I'm gonna try to get the seeds out of it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, don't even bother getting them. Just let them drop to the ground. You'll have lettuce for eternity.
Yep.
But yeah, it's doing pretty good.
It's a well thought out greenhouse.
Yeah. Well, what's nice about the greenhouse is you can get a two months head start. That's the nice thing about having the greenhouse.
Yeah.
2 months earlier, shit, grow 2 months later.
I got my plum tree right here. It's doing pretty good.
Well, it's definitely not plumb full.
Just right up here a moment.
Oh no.
You need a pear tree.
This right here is that other corn that I planted first box that I said was just regular field corn.
Yeah, that you was testing that weird the feed corn basically.
Yeah, so I just popped it outside that way it wouldn't go to waste. I might try to make some cornmeal out of it.
There you go.
So
Well, if
is
you
it,
get that stuff growing, you get a
does
good
that corn-
amount from it.
did that corn come out of a 40-pound bag?
No, it come out of a field. I was hunting airheads. My buddy that let us hunt his field, he grows feed corn,
Oh, okay.
and there was a cob left, and I just grabbed it, and that's my kumquat tree there. It's kicking up pretty good.
I swear to God, they really need to rename that tree.
Yeah,
And then my orange tree is doing pretty good. It's about 4 foot tall.
Nice.
So you got your Georgia peach tree anywhere?
I ain't got no Georgia peach tree, nah.
Oh, really?
How you in Georgia? You ain't got a dang peach tree. You fired.
Well, they're starting to grow oranges down here. Like Florida, I don't know if y'all know or not. Florida's got a problem with growing oranges. There's a disease that's starting to kill these trees in Florida.
Yeah. The problem is all the ones from the Phoenix area, they're almost all gone.
Yeah.
There's no more orange groves in Phoenix
Well,
area.
that's how they are getting down there in Florida where they grow them. They're only lasting like 4 or 5 years, and they're starting to die off pretty quick because of some kind of. I can't remember exactly what it said, but
Is it a blight or what? What is it, you think?
well, it's actually the bugs. The bugs bite the trees. It's a certain bug that bites the trees, and then it's a defense that the trees, give off, and then it makes the trees not produce. It makes a bitter orange.
Oh,
They don't get fully developed. They don't turn fully orange, and the trees can't hold the weight, and they start dropping the oranges off real early.
Oh, bummer. Well, no, the problem is with the ones in Phoenix is development. They put houses on the old orchards.
Yeah, well, that's kind of how it is in Florida too. I mean, it's all developing down. Oh, look at there's some light
Oh, light.
You must be getting close to the
hey,
top.
we can see them.
getting closer to the house. Yeah.
At least you're not in your shed where you got no signal.
No, he's got better.
Well,
signal than outside.
They
Oh, we lost.
they redone the internet around here and shoot the last. I'll say about 4 weeks. I've been getting 5G, so I ain't had no
Wow.
problem with internet.
Good to go.
But you can take me down from the big screen.
No, we never see you, so we
No,
got
but
to
we
get
can
you up
talk
there.
to you this way too.
I hear you.
Yeah, Amanda got kicked out. Her internet said, "Nah, you can have the middle finger."
The middle finger.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna try to see if it works inside. Then, if you're gonna keep me up, then
You can try.
get my beer. Cause I bought me a beer tonight.
Oh,
Actual beer or like a light beer?
About one beer.
It's a dark beer.
Probably a 40.
Well, at that point, it might be a dark beer.
Or it might be at Billy Beer for a week.
No beer for you, Scooter.
I might have took it to the greenhouse. Still in her bowling
Oh yeah, you're still doing good.
Pickles.
bowling stuff for pickles.
Grinding up some slick.
Bowling for pickles.
No,
Yeah, bowling for pickles.
for pickles.
Shoot, now I don't remember what I've done with my beer. I'm be dang.
Now you need a
I'm
little.
not- I might not need it then. I ain't drunk when it's so long. I quit drinking for a while.
I think you need to put an air tag on your beers next time you walk outside.
Yeah, no
Yeah,
kidding.
put them Apple Air tags. Bing.
Yeah. And just put it on there. Just put a little app on there. Find my beer instead of find my phone.
Well, I guarantee you, I stuck it on my worm bin right here inside the greenhouse. Yep, that's exactly what I'm done with.
Yeah, my greenhouse is open all day, all night now. So
Nothing in mine.
Well-
In mine are rocks and dirt.
Y'all were talking about us burning up stuff. Mine's been, I mean, you see it. It's kicking butt. It's everything's real dark green and
You also got a
Ain't no-
lot
ain't-
more humidity.
and that's
so do I.
that's one thing. I do water the mess out of it in the morning and let it I'll leave all the windows closed for 2 days and then I'll open the windows for 2 days and I won't water it for 4 days because for 2 days that humidity in there I can slap the side of it. It's like it's raining in there because it builds up at the top.
Yeah, mine acts like it's raining in there too.
Yeah.
Surprised it doesn't get foggy.
He turns it into essentially like a micro tropical rainforest.
Little sauna.
Now, if I put in a dehumidifier in there with all that moisture in there, I'll probably get fog.
Yeah. Well, we opened it one day and it was steam to come out.
Oh, yeah. One day I opened it up and it was hitting 114 degrees. I opened it up and I was like, oh, man. Just like Phoenix in the middle of August.
Well, I tell you what, this right here is when you know you in a swamp right here when you got palmettos growing everywhere in your backyard.
You get the lettuce from there.
Oh, here too.
I heard you
Do
get
what? Do what, Colin? Say it again.
Palmetto lettuce or something like that, or something. But there's a possibility you can do something like that.
I never heard of that before.
Give me
I know
some-
they eat the hearts of palmetto and
Swamp cabbage.
hearts of palm. Yeah, swamp cabbage
That's
is what they call it.
I think that's what I'm talking about. I'm thinking about.
Okay. Yeah. They do that. They do that.
From what I hear, it's good.
Now, all that stuff that Blake's got growing right behind him is all the crap they cut off for church.
What's that there?
Yeah, all those little long stringy stems, those are basically palm fronds. That's what they are. And they everywhere that you go to church and during certain times that they make them stupid little crosses out of them.
Oh,
They teach you how to make a cross out of one of those.
You should probably learn how to make a bowstring out of those things.
Nah, they're not. They're too short. They don't have the
Well-
fibers aren't sturdy enough.
You
The
can-
one
you can-
time I made an arrow out of the stems, it warped like crazy. I don't know if you remember that or not.
I still have it. I'm afraid to shoot it because I'm afraid it won't. I'd lose it.
You could. That's one of them shoot around the corners. You know.
Probably. I just got to figure out what draw weight the arrow will be because I want to shoot it out of too heavy a bow and shatter it.
Yeah. Well, it should hold up pretty good. You know, I mean, it's
Well, I have
fiber.
a
It's stringy. It should stay together.
Well, I have a 74-pound longbow. I don't want to shatter it.
Oh yeah, but I mean, it only happened one time.
It'll either destroy itself on impact or destroy itself at coming off the bow.
I've had both happen before.
Oh yeah. Well, most of them flint arrows, you know, they destroy on impact most of the times.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of them arrowheads we find, you know, they have chip tips and all that.
Yeah.
I want to see the
What?
arrow you make with the one I sent you.
Yeah, I still ain't finished. I still ain't got no feathers. I've been so busy and then doing stuff around the house and looking for jobs and then doing little odds and ends, trying to make money. And I'll be glad when the city calls me and tells me, yeah, you starting Monday.
I thought you was back on the job force a while ago.
I was doing that splicing and everything, but it's just that company I was working for, they wouldn't have material ready and I couldn't make the money I was making with the other company because
They weren't giving you good steady work.
yeah.
So you got a muni now?
Say what now?
You got a municipal job now?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I took the physical, the P test, and they already offered me so much, and I'm just waiting on the background check and all that. So I'm just waiting on the phone call because I know all that's good. So
What department?
with the maintenance and water department.
Oh, okay. So become a water boy. You're out there fixing water mains and stuff like that.
Well, it's more the maintenance, but I'm supposed to step in with the water if they need help and all. That's what he was telling me. You know,
Whenever there's
because
a
they're looking for more people too. But until they fill the spot, you know, it's like the last person hired has to help them too when they need help.
yeah, whenever there's a water main break, it's all hands on deck.
Oh yeah, that's what I was telling. Yeah, stuff like that. That's right.
Last one hard gets the bucket.
Yeah.
Gets the
Well,
bucket.
that's what I told him. I said I don't mind because I need retirement and benefits and all that stuff because that's
Remember,
the last job. You know that splicing, man, it's good money. Like fiber splicing and coax splice, real good money. But I mean, when you on commission and because I own my own spot, I done it through my own stuff, so I got to pay my own taxes and stuff like that. And if you don't hold out enough and all that stuff, man, it kind of bites you in the butt at the end of the year.
yeah, because I retired from Public Works for the Parks Department.
Yeah,
Yeah, believe me,
yeah. I wouldn't mind getting in there.
I
The
got
Parks
paid
Department.
really nice.
Parks card sucks.
I had a lot of certificates too, so I had a lot of upgrades.
Yeah, well, that's what they was telling me. They said if I wanted to get my CDLs, that they pay for it, and then after I get them, it's like a $4 raise. And I'm like, well, yeah,
Yeah,
I'll get them for sure if you offer it.
yeah, or if you get your what is it so you get certified for the water treatment plants. You can
Yeah,
make a lot of
that.
money from that too. Yeah,
Yeah, he was talking about that, and then the soil erosion, different stuff like that.
mm-hmm. Or
Hey,
the
guys,
Campbell
I'm gonna
truck.
have to cut out of here because I need to get some
Alrighty.
sleep.
All right, take care, Colin.
Be well, everybody. Thank you for letting me up. Bye, everybody.
No problem. We'll see you on tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Yep, see you tomorrow.
Later, Colin.
Yeah, or like I said, the guys that work the Camel trucks got paid really nice too. Our sewer trucks.
Yeah,
Yeah. But everybody in our city kind of got paid pretty nice. But I was one of the higher paid, lower employees. So my leads were really nice on that because they had to get so much more percentage more than me.
yeah.
I couldn't make as much as them because I had to be underneath a yard, a supervisory yard. I couldn't just be on my own.
My Wi-Fi's had to go dark for a second. I gotta go find the charger because my phone is getting low.
Oh, what, 90% isn't enough?
Hey, it was for a second.
Yeah, it burns it all up. Yeah. Oh, like I said, I was paid pretty nice to do my job. However, my job was a high risk job.
Yeah.
And I had all the certifications.
You were by yourself.
Then I was by myself for too long. If I actually had a partner, I would probably still be there. And I wouldn't have been burnt out.
Man, it's hard to do a lot. It's hard to do all that stuff when you're doing it all by yourself, 8 hours a day.
Well, boom. There we go.
But bam.
Bam. Well, damn.
I'm actually surprised you don't have a random plug growing out of that palmetto tree behind you.
No, it's in front of me.
Oh, that tree's in front of you?
No, the plug is.
Oh.
You see the trees behind me, dipshit. Come on, Fox.
That's what I'm saying. I'm surprised there wasn't one behind you, and you said it's in front of me. And I was like, wait, the palm tree? How's that palm tree in front of me? I swear it's a
The lights right there on the other side of the lights. I got a plug on the ground over there in the bricks over there.
Oh, nice. Outdoor plug.
Yep. Luckily, when this house was built, well, when the add-on was done to this yard and all that, they put power out here all the way to the shed out here, so that worked out good for me.
And is that on top of the like 8 inches of gravel that you have that where it used to be a freaking car lot?
Well, no. Well, hold on, let me get out of the comments, and I'll see if I can see. And I'll show you the two different sides that we have, if I can, with a flashlight.
Yeah, Blake, I'm gonna give you a couple more things of advice. Offer the 401k and the 457. Do both, but one at a low risk and one at medium risk.
Low risk and medium risk.
Yes, and diversify it. Don't put it all into one category. Do subcategories with each one. That's how I was able to retire.
Yeah, well, that's the biggest thing. You know, me and the wife was talking about just having, retirement, because that's just, man, that's the biggest thing right now.
Now, do you get pension as well?
I'm not sure. They went over a lot of it with me, but
it's a lot.
I can't remember. Yeah, plus I can't remember everything they was going over with. They went over everything that I wanted, at the time, so I know.
Yeah. Well, I hope they got a good pension for you too on top of that.
Yeah, maybe they do. I'll find out.
Yeah.
We'll know sooner or later.
Yeah, because mine was through the Arizona State Retirement System. So that's the one that all government employees put into for the state.
Okay.
Dang.
And see, my wife, she works for the state too, so that works out too for us.
No, how benefits then.
But yeah, see, I don't know if you can see that there. It's like a brick column.
Yeah.
And then right there, I got a brick wall there. All right, now on this side of the brick wall, just say to the left side right here, is one backyard. It's pretty. I know you can't see all the way across it. I don't want to turn my bright on to shine across the people's yards and all that, but it comes all the way to my shed. But right here, where there's trees and stuff is, it went all the way to where the other bricks were. It made a brick fence all the way back to my neighbor's yard. That way is about another,
I was doing that earlier today.
40 yards or so. But then on this side over here, Fox, is where I was talking about, was a car lot at one time.
Yeah, we have all that gravel like right below the dirt.
Yeah, I can pinpoint it with this. Maybe you can see my wooden fence way over there.
Yeah, damn, that's
but yeah, this side, a matter of fact, come over here to the daggone backside where
You can
it's
have an
dirt.
air rifle range. There.
Yeah. Yeah, see now look, I don't know if you can see right. Well, it's too bright.
Yeah, I can see the gravel.
Yeah.
But yes, gravel. But if you dig deeper than that, it's the real big gravel. But like right there, it says patches of daggum gravel.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's you can't grow that stuff's a pain in the butt to grow in. If I busted, we about to lose him.
Yep. Yeah. He got out of Wi-Fi range.
No, he ran out of power.
Oh.
Remember, he said he was going to go charge it, and he sat down, and then we made him get up about 2 minutes later. I bet you that phone charged about 2%, and then he died.
Well, let's pop him back up on this other one here, and we'll remove that one. You still there?
Yeah, I hit the wrong button. But yeah, they put about, I don't know, say 6 to 7 inches, 8 inches of dirt or fill dirt across them, and then put, I don't think it's Bermuda. I think it's shade resistant. I can't remember exactly what grass it is, but it grows pretty good. And
Probably
I think it's a shade resistant St. Augustine, but yeah, once you dig down under it, past the roots into a little bit into the soil, it's nothing but gravel.
Yeah, that's why you just grow in containers.
Yeah, that's why I got that. Well, everything inside the greenhouse is a raised bed, so
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is you can do the same thing I did. Is got those fire rings.
Do what now?
Use the fire rings that I used.
Oh yeah. Well, I had some wood. I had some wood beds at one time, and then I just built that raised bed with them. And
Well, the thing is with the wood beds, when you have those, the problem is they only last about. If you got decent lumber and it's built right, you get about 6 to 10 years out of them. If it's either treated or if you line the inside. I did not line the inside of mine, so slowly but surely the water and whatever is eroding and rotting out the beds.
Yeah, you're gonna last a lot longer than we are. Right now, my bed it's on its third year with the asparagus.
The ones I got from Walmart didn't last a year and a half, and they started falling apart.
Ah, dude, I don't trust those. They charge you.
Yeah,
it's
the
cheaper.
one. Yeah, the little ones that's in the box, and that's what I did. I took all the wood apart. But I think it was like 3 tier sections on it. It was like 3 different levels, and I bought 2 of them.
Yeah, that's usually white.
I took all the wood apart, and I put a water sealer on it and all that, and then I built my worm bed and then the raised bed with it. And it worked pretty good.
Yeah, the earthworms should start showing up here soon.
Earthworm?
Feed bags.
Is there an earthworm season?
Yeah, here, yeah.
They got
When it's cold, they go deep.
Worms everywhere. I was trying to plant my peppers today. I planted 15 peppers, and every time I dug a hole where I wanted one of them peppers, there was a damn worm.
Well, that's good.
Big old fat worms too. I mean, they're a couple, 3-4 inches long, fat suckers.
There you go fishing for bluegill.
I'm just happy I got worms. That just tells me my soil's not dead and anaerobic.
Oh, this is true.
I think sometimes finding worms in my dirt actually makes me happier than actually growing the plants.
Oh, yeah.
Because you see the worm in there and you're like, sweet, worms are in here. Because they don't touch dead, stale dirt. They won't.
No, they don't.
Unless you have like a watermelon or like some sort of melon or big old fruit that they can, digest on the surface, which it'll take them forever to get there, even if you put it over there. So you have to literally introduce the worms.
Have a good night, Obstacle.
All right, later's Obstacle. Hope you enjoyed the beer. Have a good one.
Yep.
Yeah, I had to put some screen over the bottom holes that I had in my worm thing because I drilled them too big. I wasn't thinking about it. I had a bunch of worms, and then they pretty much ate everything that was in the dirt and made it pretty much composting. It was nice black, pretty much worm doo-doo. And I was like, man, I had like 200 in here, and I couldn't find but about 50 worms. And I was like, where the heck are they going? And I was like, oh, crap, them holes I drilled. So I put some screen mesh, glued it around them where they can't get out.
Well, they'll go, dude. Because when they're done consuming everything, they'll move on to essentially the technical term greener pastures.
Mm-hmm. Well, only place to go was down out and into my garden, so that's a win for me anyway. So.
Right, you get free worm castings, and
that's right.
Worms dig up your soil, give you some nice soil nutrients, and they'll multiply down there pretty quick.
Oh yeah, they multiply here.
Oh yeah. Well, I thought they was doing real good until I I think I forgot to put a bunch of stuff out. Well, I know I forgot to feed them for about a month. That was on me.
You don't even have to feed them much. You just throw like cuttings off of like trees, plants, and just throw them in. Give it a spin and munch it.
They went through pretty much everything I reckon that was in there, and that was it. They decided to migrate.
Yeah, like I said, I also found out that I need to make more composting bins.
That means you need more pallets from work.
No, wire. The wire ones. They're all full.
Give them 2-3 weeks and they won't be.
I have enough to do maybe one more. Maybe 2.
With the one that I have, my 5 3/4 by 5 3/4 square, when we cut down the tree and when my dad split all the wood for all the cuttings, I probably wheeled over there about 4 loads of bark, and that stuff looked like a big old molehill. Since then, it has dropped 2 feet.
Well, in my little video, you can see how full that is packed, by the way. I packed that in there as tight as I could. Yeah, no, that's not little either.
No, those are what, like 5 foot across?
About that. But the earthworms will find that, and they're gonna go to town. There's a
Oh
lot of
yeah, I'm
earthworms over there.
guaranteed that's what's happening in mine.
Oh yeah.
And I'm dry composting. I can't do like hot, wet well, I can do wet composting, but the problem is I can't do hot compost because it's so hot here that it kills everything.
Yeah. Well, like I said, then it's just so moist here with the mycelium and the earthworms. It's gonna break it down pretty quick. Those will be really nice next year. And
I
that's
still
what I'm
actually have to finish the one that's behind the Jeep. I got to take that out. I've got 6 days to get that whole thing out of there.
Yeah, like I said, we get plenty enough rain here. It keeps them moist enough.
Moisten it.
Yeah, last year I was having to water them.
Well, see, that's the problem here. I have to water that stuff, but the problem is all that water goes right to the bottom,
Yeah.
and then that top, like that bottom foot and a half, is just saturated.
Oh yeah.
Nothing's going to be in there because it's soaking wet. Worms do not like soaking wet material.
No, they like it just right.
Yeah, it's like when you're doing your soil mixes and you grab like your soil, like your damp soil, and you squeeze it, and it like forms that little cluster, but then you like do this, and it just like breaks apart. Like
Yes.
That's the perfect moisture level.
Oh yeah.
That stuff, if I went down there with a pitchfork and I moved everything and dug in there, I'd be able to squeeze it, and it would probably pee down my arm.
I'm surprised you're not turning yours over where you're at.
I can't. That thing's like 4 feet deep or 3 feet deep already.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, I even tried that with the little one. That even with turning it, I would turn it every week, and that stuff still would not get hot.
Oh yeah, I put coffee grounds in mine.
Well, the problem with eggshells is they take forever to break down. And I mean forever. I've had the compost bin behind my Jeep, or well, not my sister's Jeep. God dang. When I sifted the first 1.5 feet of that thing, and it's like a foot deep by about 1.5 feet wide, I was still getting solid pieces of eggshell out of there that I put in there 2 years ago.
Oh yeah, but you know one of the nice things is, as moist as it is here, as many earthworms as we have, that is gonna be some really nice soil next spring.
Dude, if you can get enough earthworms, sell them. Throw 10 to 15 earthworms in a container, just sell earthworms like they do at the bait stores.
Yeah, like I said, whenever you're done fishing and you got worms left over, just dump them in there.
Oh, yeah.
Just make sure you cover them though.
Pisses me off is people just leave their empty containers. It's like they'll just dump the worms right on the dirt. Like, bro, and they'll leave the foam container there. Like, you brought it over there full, but you can't take it out empty when it weighs virtually nothing? That's what bugs me.
Oh yeah.
Worm beds were in the cellar. Yeah, that's a nice, cool area for them.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I have my compost bins are actually in the shade.
Mine, once the sun peeks over the top of the roof, that sucker's in the sun all day long.
Yeah.
I think Blake's phone officially died at this point.
Yeah. I haven't seen him pop back in the chat yet. I'm gonna sleep good tonight.
I'd love to do more with what I have, but the problem is I need more property, which really sucks.
Yeah, like so.
Honestly, you imagine what I could do? I mean, between the two, let's just say, for instance, between the two of us, if we each had, say, 5 acres, the amount of crap we could do on that.
By the way, a refrigerator will kill your worms because it's too cold. You can chill them, but not refrigerator cold.
Ew. I mean, you can put them in there for like a day or two, but eventually that will start soaking up the cold.
Oh yeah.
There's Blake.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I was getting 4 or 5 inch worms last year. I'm pretty sure they're going to be back this year with force.
What I need to do is the next time I'm in Denver, I need to get a big old ice chest, like a foam ice chest, and I need to fill that bastard with night crawlers and then bring them down here.
Yeah. Well, you can order them.
I mean, I could, but I mean, if I'm going to take another trip to Denver eventually, I might as well just take, like a small foam bucket or foam cooler with me. And, I know a bunch of people. I still have friends in Denver.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, hey, look, man, I'm going to come up for a weekend or whatever. Any chance I'd be able to, dig through your yard and maybe snag some night crawlers? Hell, I can go to a random ditch and dig a hole in there and find night crawlers. I mean, those things are everywhere.
Now, 2 probes and a battery, you're good. I'll come to the surface. This is where it's wet.
Oh yeah, well you can do the same thing with the wiggle stick is what it's called or whatever. You put one stick in the ground and you start rubbing it, and then pop to the surface. Wine cooler at 50 degrees. Well, it's because it's not cold, it's chilled, or slightly below room temperature.
There he is. He's back again. Maybe.
Yeah, he's gonna get the wheel of death because he's probably only at like 3% and his phone's like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah. Well, if he just pops up his icon like I got, it'll help save some of that battery.
Probably also helps if he doesn't probably have like 9 apps running in the background.
Come on, Blake, you can do it. Yeah, but the worms are just so beneficial. Now the grubs are not.
Well, see, that's the thing with the grubs. Is depending on the variety of grub will determine it, and you can't tell when they're in the larval stage what you're going to get from it. Sometimes it's a beetle, sometimes it's a moth, sometimes it's the June bugs. You don't really know exactly what you're going to get. I have the same standard ones over here, which is an ugly white one with a dark brown head.
That's going to be the June bugs. Or the May beetles, as they call them.
I think those ones are. I've seen some. I've gotten some out of my dirt the size of 50-cent pieces. Like,
oh, I know.
Those are huge. And dude, honestly, when I sift in my dirt, I just chuck them out in the yard because I don't want to deal with them, and I'll just let the birds get to them.
No, the armadillos are digging them up right now in my yard.
I don't have those over here.
Yeah, which is nice. Yeah, you see the holes those things are leaving me?
In the southern part of New Mexico, they probably, down where the stairs are, they might have armadillos down on that side. But where I'm located, we don't have them. But, man, the amount of predator animals that we have up in this state, I'm surprised we have half the stuff we do have.
Oh, I know. I know there have been a couple of mountain lion sightings over in your area.
Oh, dude. I have the Sandia mountain range. I've seen mountain lions since I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
And honestly, I'm not bothered by it. I know they're there.
He keeps trying, and he pops in, pops out, pops in, pops out. He's trying. Let it charge a little bit more, Blake. I'm only going to go for about another 40 minutes, and that's going to be about it. Oh, yeah, like I said, I'm looking forward to getting more asparagus beds in. I really am.
I think you just need to dedicate like one area and just like split it into like raised rows.
Well, the thing is, I want to keep them kind of separated in case one of them does get, a disease or a blight. It stays there.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You do like 3 separate rows, like kind of like the same way you like plant corn, which I know corn is mounted on hills, but at the same time, you do like 2 foot wide bed, 6-8 feet long on one, like in one spot. You go like 2 feet over, do the same thing, do 2 feet over, and do the same thing.
Well, I'm going to have them mixed. I'll have asparagus in one, something in another, then asparagus in one, something in another, asparagus in one. Split them up. Like I said, I'm.
Is that a damn aphid on my goddamn table?
That's why you don't have leaves.
That came in off that damn plant that I brought in here.
You're probably in the soil.
That's the funny thing. So the roots on that tree, because when they pack those trees, they pack it essentially in like coconut coir.
Yeah.
Or like seed starter mix with like a little underbase of some sort of nutrients, like soil filler or garden soil or planter mix. Potting soil. That's the one I was going for.
Yeah.
And then they usually put like that, like top inch and a half is like a light fibrous material, like either shredded coconut or like seed starter mix. Well, I think the reason why I was having an issue with that plant, the reason why the leaves fell off, which they only fell off like about a month ago. I had 2 originally on there. They stayed throughout the whole winter in the greenhouse. Took it outside and it fell off for some reason. I had to actually put a 1/2 inch layer of actual soil on top of that planter on the pot because the roots were exposed. Which is weird.
Yeah, it is.
And I still have to try. I'm debating. I'm still heavily debating on whether or not I should transplant that into its final home.
This time of year, that's going to be risky.
Well, the only thing is I'm not sure whether or not it's going to actually produce leaves or if it's just going to kick the bucket after it makes these flowers.
I say get some Miracle Grow, put a little bit on top of it, and water it.
I don't have any room to put Miracle Grow on it. That dirt is like dead level with the top of that planter. Because they come in these, it's like a, well, I mean, you saw it kind of, it's about a 5 inch, 6 inch wide pot. That's about 8 inches deep.
Oh.
And it's a narrow planter. It's a very narrow planter because the those metal containers they stick them in it's not much wider than the actual plastic pot that goes in it.
So if it's going to be that narrow of a pot, yeah, you're better off maybe transplanting it.
Which when I did the orange tree, when I pulled that out, I actually had roots on the bottom of the planter, of the plastic planter itself. So I was like, all right, sweet. When I pulled that thing off, I could see all the roots around that had like clustered in there.
That's kind of bad.
It is. I did break apart some of them to stimulate root growth.
You mean
but at the same time, that when I saw that, I was like, yes, this thing is producing roots. It's got a good root base. All I got to do is get it in some soil, and now hopefully this plant will take off.
Yeah.
And I did mix it with a good portion, with the soil that I mixed it with, had a good portion of compost, manure, and even citrus fertilizer. When I planted that one, I mixed one batch. Well, I didn't mix a batch. I already had a batch left over, so whatever leftover dirt I had from planting the my blueberries, I had just enough to fill that planter with adding like extra stuff. So I had, that thing was, dude, I'm telling you, man, that was like nutrient-rich soil. That had citrus fertilizer in it. It had compost, it had manure, and it had earthworm castings.
Ooh. Or you can also, take the hose and take off the first 2 layers and repack it with Miracle Grow.
I could. I think I still have the planters. That's the thing. I have both planters sitting right outside the window that I want to plant both of those plants in. I got to get them in there soon. But the biggest problem I'm going to have is in November.
November?
I have to find where to fucking put them down.
Oh.
You saw how those planters, you saw the planters that I was talking about, right? Yeah. So I've been putting them in there. That's a fairly deep planter. I can have that tree in there for years before I even have to consider moving it to a different pot.
Yeah.
Problem is in November when it starts dropping temperature, I have to figure out where to put 4 of them.
Yeah. That's going to take up your whole greenhouse.
They take up a lot of real estate.
Yes.
So my option is either A, remove one entire section of shelving in my greenhouse and stack them all right there, or get a secondary greenhouse, like a little half greenhouse, stick it on the side of the house, run an electrical cord under it, and put a small heater in there.
Like this one here. Hold on.
Like the half wall ones, kind of like the ones not the ones they sell at Harbor Freight. I know the ones that they sell there are kind of like the same, similar to ones that I have, but it's like a bigger, better material, like the aluminum ones. But I'm talking like the half side.
I'm looking it up right now.
Like it's kind of like a lean-to style where you just have like the door and like an extra 3 feet, and then kind of.
I mean, I don't see why you couldn't use the Vivor walk-in greenhouse, the 4.5 by 4.5 by 6 feet. I mean, it'd be a 1 year thing for $50.
Well, the other option I have is this one. It's a 7 by 4 by 7, 7 feet high, 7 feet long, 4 feet wide.
Mm-hmm.
About $61 on Amazon. Here, let me.
There's this one here.
Throw mine up here in just a minute. Let me see what yours is first, and then
That one. That's a 6 by 4 by 8.
I don't have that much room. I have to essentially set it on the wall because I can only put it in one spot. Is where I have enough room to put all of that, which means I have to move another plant in order to. Yeah, see, I want like a one that's half that size.
Like this 4.5 by 4.5 by 6.5.
Oh, that's still like 40 square feet. Now look at the one I put on there for the thing down there. That's what I'm looking to get, something like that. Oh, sorry, hold on. So that kind of like half wall.
Okay, yeah.
I can set all the plants. Oops, shit, I didn't mean to do that. I can set. Damn it.
There it is. Yeah.
Well, okay, there's the.
Yeah,
I was looking at this one here, so I can set all of my plants along this edge, put a little heater in there, and still have the ability to, like keep it. I can just put a fan on the top to circulate the heat.
Yeah, you can also put it right up against the house.
I have to put it up against a brick wall, actually, unfortunately.
Okay, well, the brick wall will work because the brick wall will pull a lot of that heat.
Not during the wintertime, it won't.
That much shade.
It's a south-facing wall, but it's on the north side of the house.
Oh.
It's it's essentially the wall right behind the brick wall behind my house. The wall. Yeah. Can't even English. That's the reason why I would need the heater.
Yeah. Yeah, make sure that heater's good. At least 1,200 to 17 or 12 to 1,400 watts.
Honestly, I was just gonna buy like another one of these like little 400-watt heaters that I have and just stick that sucker in there. That damn thing heats up an area fast as hell.
Or 2 heat lamps.
I could do with a heat lamp. I could probably run the same system that I have in that one. Because the problem with finding heaters is finding a heater that doesn't shut off the minute it turns off. So you have to find the ones that actually have the thermostat dials on the front. I have 4 of them. Or do I have 3 of them? I have 3 of them. Yeah, I have 3 of them because I took the one from work after I bought that one there. I literally bought 3 of these. I bought one, like 2 for here, and then 1 for work because I needed it at work in the wintertime because the area that I work, there's no heat back there in the wintertime. It gets cold as hell. And dough doesn't rise when it's not 60-plus degrees.
Yeah, because I've actually been working on a design for a heat lamp in a greenhouse using the galvanized heat exhaust pipe, 8-inch.
Yeah.
You get one of those little heat lamps, one of those ceramic ones. You put it in there, put the heat lamp in there, and that'll actually heat up that pipe, like a chimney, and that'll actually help circulate the air too.
Yeah, kind of like what they do for concrete flooring.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Mandy, for still watching. Yeah, so I think because I don't want light in there at all times, because the plants need to sleep.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the advantage of having that heat lamp, because that red color doesn't affect the plants any. It gives it enough heat, but it does not tell the plant, hey, we need to photosynthesize this, because it's the wrong color spectrum.
Yeah. So I figured if I can do a couple of those, that will keep that greenhouse nice and toasty.
The problem with that is finding a decent heat lamp reflector. The ones that I've had them for years. Now, they are falling apart. One of them completely destroyed itself.
Yeah,
I can't even repair it because it's that bad.
It's all one direction, and you have to be really close to it.
Well, like I said, the ones that I had, I technically never bought those. They were purchased for me when I used to have a snake.
Yeah.
I had a couple of friends of mine built me a snake cage. It was like a 2x3 by 6 foot long snake cage, and they had the heat lamps on top. They did have screen on it, so the snake couldn't get out through the screen. But those heat lamps had a switch, an on and off switch, like an old school dial on and off switch.
Yeah.
Kind of like what you have nowadays for the grow lights.
Yeah.
That little round wheel on and off switch.
Yeah, I sell those at work.
I can't ever find those. You can find the switches, but they don't sell them anymore on the heat lamps unless you go to a pet store. Problem is, the nearest pet store is freaking 500,000 miles away from me.
Yeah.
And even when they do sell them, the damn heat lamps are like $40 a piece.
Oh, yeah, I know.
They're stupid expensive when you buy them at the pet store.
Yeah, because you can actually, they actually have a switch. If you go to your local big box store, you go to where they have the ends replacements for your extension cords. There'll be a little bin down there that has all kinds of different attachments. And down in there, you'll see a little thing that you can pull off. You plug it into the wall or an extension cord, and there's a switch.
Well, see, the way I have mine designed is because the way my greenhouse is set up with the rib structure in there, it has little channels. Well, each one of those channels holds about a ½ inch, or I'd say a little longer than about a quarter of an inch, between like a quarter of an inch and like a ½ an inch. Little bolt that I think is about 7 or 8 millimeter, maybe 6 millimeter, slides into these channels, and then there's another nut that washes. Actually.
That'll probably be like a 9/16.
I think I actually have one down here. I can show you.
All right, Cecilia. Have a good night.
Cecilia. Good night, Cecilia. Take care. I had one in here. Or at least I thought I did. I usually have like 2 or 3 random ones just chilling in here. Nope. I guess I don't have them in here anymore. Well, that sucks. I used to have one up here, but I don't know where I moved it. But yeah, it's like, I think it might be like a 6 or 7 millimeter little, and they're aluminum, which really sucks. Every time you drop them in the ground, you have to either find it or just be like, well, that's gone forever.
Yeah, good.
But I have those, and they slide into these little channels. And the way I have mine set up is I have these cable ties that I hate the fact that they make them out of plastic nowadays. But I found some aluminum ones that we've had for, I don't know, for ages. About 5 of these things. And I have my cables running through these little cable ties or cable clamps that attach just bolt. I just stick them right in there and just screw the nut on there. And then I run my cables. So I have one cable across the top, or the ridge pole, or the peak, I guess. We'll call it the peak. And then that's where my on and off switch is at. But I also have my the cord runs down to an electrical plug that is set on a thermostat, and that my dad rigged up for me. So when it gets to a certain temperature, or when that thermostat gets to a certain temperature, all that stuff kicks on. Well, the problem is all the heat is on the top half of that, or the top third of that greenhouse.
Yeah.
And I can't put any more electrical in there because I've only got 2 plugs. So unless I'm running like a little tiny electrical fan 24/7, it's not all that heat's at the top, which surprisingly, I don't know how all of my plants in there survive every winter. I've never had a dead plant in there.
It's probably it's still circulating, but not as fast as you're looking for.
Yeah, well, I mean, the heater's at the bottom, so I mean, it's blowing the heat across, and then it goes up. So,
Like what I was doing.
It's kind of like you said, it's kind of circulating, but it's not at the rate I would like it. So I need something to move the air a little bit more.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. The same thing about using those heat lamps as a stovepipe. So it pulls it in from the bottom, heats it up inside the stovepipe, and then lets it out through the top. And not only that, the pipe also heats up too.
Yeah.
Those heat lamps get hot.
Oh, they do. I burned myself a few times on mine.
Yeah, you don't have to get close. You get close to it, you get burned.
You start feeling that when you're about a foot away. Ooh, Amanda's going home. Nice.
Ooh. She must be done for the day, or she's going home for lunch.
Yeah, no, I got one of the nice heat lamps from Redbox store, but the problem with that is it doesn't have one of the switches. It's almost like an extension cord style plug system or cabling system. And then that one is actually kind of weird because that one has two little holes at the top, and then it's got this like weird little metal bracket, triangular looking like.
You know that those timers will hold 3 of them safely. 4, you're getting close to its max.
Okay.
Yeah, because they'll hold 1,200 watts.
Well, the problem is buying those red light bulbs are freaking expensive.
I know, they're like $13 each.
Dude, I paid like 18 or 20 for the one I have, and I think it was like a 500 watt.
Oh, 500 watt?
Yeah.
Which reminds me, I have 300 watt light bulbs at work.
Ooh, better get those.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Not that expensive.
The worst ones are buying the ceramic heat lamps.
You know what? I haven't tried those.
They work fine in reptile cages, which is what they're technically designed for.
Yeah.
Now, the original one that I had, that sucker was like an 1,800 watt freaking heat lamp. That thing was...
Oh, that's huge.
That thing was about 8 inches across. It was a huge heat lamp.
Well, the ones we sell at work are only...
yeah, they're like 5 or 6 inches across.
Yeah, they're only 150 watts. I'm going, that's not enough.
Yeah, and like I said, I got that thing at a pet store. It was a ceramic heat lamp.
Yeah.
Works great in those heat lamps, but the problem is it only deflects the heat down about 4 or 5 inches.
Yeah.
And then all the heat comes up. So when you're using those particular items, you have to stick your heater at the bottom. You can't put it above your plants. You have to stick the thing down on the floor. And then all that heat just rises. But the problem is it rises in that one spot. And all I'm saying, maybe 4.5, 5.
Yeah. And the other problem is when you water your plants.
Yeah. You can't water your plants because if you do, the water drips down on the reflector cone, and you run a very high risk of electrical shock or blowing out your system.
Yep. It's really not a bulb; it's a ceramic coil.
Yeah, let me hear. I'll pull one up real quick.
Yeah. Like I said, I had a couple of people that they just don't do well, especially when they're trying to keep their pipes from freezing.
Yeah,
and good luck finding halogen bulbs now.
Oh, those damn things are impossible to find at this point. Will you click on? Dude, this thing does not want to click on the link for me. What the frick is going on here? All right, well, you know what? Screw this. It's being stubborn, but it's wrong. I always hit the wrong button, I swear. I just forget what I'm doing.
You're popping up a link. Or,
Trying to. There we go.
There we go.
So this is essentially what we're talking about, Grace, is this thing. It is a ceramic heat lamp. It's basically just a metal coil in a ceramic housing.
Yeah.
They work great to an extent, but they're really just designed for low-range heat.
Small area. Very small.
Reptile cages, you usually want to run them. Most people run them about 6 to 10 inches above where the reptile cage is at. I have don't have this one, but this is the same style that I have for the infrared lights, or they call them infrared. I don't know why they call it infrared light. It's not an infrared light.
I know.
That shit pisses me off. It's just basically a light bulb painted with like red color on it.
Yeah.
But from the same company that makes this one.
Yeah.
I've never seen these in black. I always see them in white.
Ours are black, just like that one.
I did not know you could get one with a thermostat control. Ooh. Or you can get the heat pad, but the heat pad's pointless. See, I used to have an old one like this with, and I really hate the clamps that they come with. Those things are so useless. Actually, I don't know why I didn't. Did that change on that? Ooh, it actually did change. Oh, sweet.
Awesome. Yeah, the one right there in the box, that's the ones that we sell.
These ones?
The ones go down. One. Right
These
there.
ones?
That gray box, yeah.
Oh, this one.
Yeah, the gray box.
Oh, yeah, that's the little GE heat lamp.
Yeah. Even though it's not a lamp.
Yeah, that makes, yeah, it really isn't a lamp because a lamp produces light. These don't produce light.
You got it.
But yeah, see, I had an old one like this, but mine was painted on the outside black, and it had a little on and off switch on there. Majority of the time, the only time you're going to find these, yeah, this is what my old ones look like. They look like this one here.
I mean, we got the ceramic holders at work that have the switch on them. You just make your own.
I mean, some of these aren't looking too bad, but I mean, look at this. You're getting that little tiny lamp is going to do exactly what now? Oh, here we go. This is exactly what I had. Was these ones. And then you can see right there it has a little on and off switch.
Yeah.
That one looks weird because it looks like it's got that column on there, but this is the one in the box is exactly what mine looked like.
And how much they want for that one?
Like freaking probably 50 or 60. Let's see what they want for it. It didn't say on the thing, so we're looking
Yeah.
at
You have to go to their
$50 bucks.
Ouch.
But yeah, mine looked exactly like this one right here, except it didn't have this insulator coil on it. It just came right out the back of that. But the problem is with these ones is the it's like a cardboard spacer or some sort of fiberglass spacer that they usually put in between the two ceramic pieces.
Yeah.
It usually goes on the inside under the reflector cone itself. It basically just keeps the ceramic from chipping or potentially causing an electrical shock, which if it wanted to, it's going to create an electrical shock anyway, because it's not like electricity is like, oh, there's like a 3 millimeter gap right here of some weird cardboard. We can't go past it.
Yeah, like I said, it's just some of these things are just ridiculously priced,
Oh, yeah.
and you're not getting what you need for it. So it's the wrong tool for the job.
Yeah, like these things right here, these stupid 100-watt infrared. Look at it, infrared heat lamp. It's not infrared. It's just a red painted glass.
Yep.
Infrared is the crap that's between your remote and your TV.
Yeah, you can't see that light.
Yeah. But, yeah, they wanted. Let's see what they want for this. It's probably $50 for 100 watt. These things, I hate these things. Are expensive.
And it's only 100 watts.
Yeah, I had one of mine. It was like I had a 250 originally, and I think I paid like 12 bucks for it like 20 years ago. But yeah, I mean those ceramic heat lamps are expensive. But yeah, essentially, I don't know. I'm not sharing anymore. But yeah, I just kind of want to do one of those like half wall greenhouses or like half side greenhouses.
Yeah.
And I think that'll be widened. It'll be just enough to put all of my stupid plants in there without having them toast.
Yeah, the one with the big plots.
Yeah, because those Alhambra planters. I mean, you've seen them; they're pretty tall.
Yeah.
I think it's like a 16-inch planter by like 14 inches wide or something like that. They're pretty. They look deceptively larger than they aren't. It's weird. You look at the planter, you're like, I don't know if I can get a big enough plant in that. And then you start filling it with dirt, and you're like, that sucker will hold almost 2 cubic feet of dirt.
Oh, that's a lot.
They're huge.
That's a whole bag. That's
You
a big
can
bag.
dump in it. If you stick an entire, I guarantee you, if you put a 2 cubic foot bag of just say topsoil in there, it will fill that, and you will get that whole bag in there.
Oh, yeah.
It is ridiculous because you're going to get sinkage, you're going to get compression, you will get that whole bag in there. But again, I still always put about a 2-3 inch layer of breakdownable components or
Yeah, bark.
compostable opponents. So over time, that's going to sink that extra 2-3 inches. But I'm going to have that nice fine layer of really rich soil at the bottom for the roots to hit.
Yeah, so no, I'm not sold on the heat pads or mats. I'm really not.
The heat pads will work great. Sorry, that meant to say pretty much, Grace. I typed that completely backwards. Heat mats are great if you're doing seed starting because it promotes that heat. Otherwise, you're going to be sitting there waiting like an extra 2-3 weeks for stuff to pop up.
Yeah.
So in conjunction with each other, you do the heat lamp, the grow light and the heating pad, and you'll get stuff popping up. I kid you, within like 3-4 days.
Because that's what you did.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I had stuff with like 3 days. I had half my thing popped up. I was like, what the heck? But at this point, I should have learned this years ago, and I've done it before. And I had an entire little foot-long container by 6 by 8 deep.
Yeah.
And within 3 days, I had the entire top of that looked like I was growing microgreens. Because I did the same thing. I filled 80% of that pot with dirt, with like actual garden soil. And then the top 15-20% was seed starter mix. And then I had just brushed in seeds and mixed it all in and then put a little bit more on top of it, watered it, and in 3 days I had stuff popping up.
Yeah. See, another thing I want to get a lot of those nursery flats. The ones with the small little holes at the bottom of them. You can put your growing medium in there. So I can do cuttings. You can get a lot more. You can get a lot of cuttings in there.
I'm gonna Google that because I think basically the trays that we have.
Almost like the trees we have, but actually for the nurseries, that's a reusable. I haven't seen them in years.
Yeah, are you talking about the nursery seed germination trays?
Yeah, it's just you fill it full of material and you just put your stuff in there, but without the cells.
Wait, without the what?
Without the cells. You don't remember those?
Yeah, the basically the flat plastic trays that we have.
Not exactly like what we have, but they were what 2 feet by 2 feet. They had the big holes in them, so you can put the 6-packs in them, and then you had the ones that had the really small holes in them, which actually filled with material without any cells, no cells, and you directly planted in those.
Because I'm looking at nursery flats. Yeah.
That's old time nursery, but they worked so well for so many years. But they were great for starting cuttings.
Oh, for cuttings.
Yeah, but the reason why they went with the cells is you didn't damage the roots when you went to go and remove them from there to put them into a pot.
Okay.
I mean, you could put a lot of them in there, a lot. Which reminds me, hopefully soon here, I'll have my rose bush will be going like mad, and I can get some cuttings done.
Oh, dude, mine's about a week away from going absolutely haywire. I've already seen the first 3 roses starting to open. I already seen color.
It might have already opened up, but I'm waiting for the plant to actually grow. Because I did give it some nutrients.
Do you go buy a bag of rose food?
I can just do that with the mulch that I have or the compost.
Yeah, the rose food actually works. I mean, dude, I should take a picture of my plant. That, like, standing on the, like, the wall that we made where we actually planted all the roses, standing on that brick wall or brick frame,
Yeah.
the roses are actually taller than I am.
Mhm. Yeah.
We've also been growing them for about 8 years now.
Yeah, well, I haven't been taking care of it. So I am now, though.
Wild.
Well, in the wintertime, in your location, probably around September, November, you want to feed them.
Oh, yeah.
So they have something to sustain them through the wintertime. And then come like March-ish, but you feed them about every 6 months.
Yeah.
Or 3 to 6 months, and you just give them a bit of fertilizer or food, and they go ballistic.
On top of it, I need to deadwood it too. So
You also need to deadhead it. So
Yep.
in the wintertime, you need to, do not do it in the wintertime. You will have the worst time with the roses because the minute you
No.
start cutting that stuff off, it tells the rose bush, we need to start growing.
Yep.
So you do it right about spring to like the start of summer, and you just go
Yeah.
out there and you just basically it's keep it
a week
alive.
after last frost. I can do it now.
Yeah.
It's still early.
The thing with roses is keep it alive, trim down to 5.
Yep.
So when it's got that
Well,
one
okay.
little leaf with 5 leaves on it, or that one little stem that's got 5 leaves on it, you trim down to that one, and you stop. You don't go any lower.
Yeah, leave your canes a good 16 to 24 inches.
Depends on what you're trying to do with the bush itself, but yeah, I've got one out there that actually it's almost big enough to look like a tree.
Yeah, you saw mine in the video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually need to deadwood it because that'll actually help promote the growth too as well. And then halfway through the summertime, I'll be able to do some cuttings off of it.
Yeah, I keep trying to get cuttings off a rose bush to propagate them, and I have failed every time. I've tried it like 6 times.
Try using a pencil.
Like, what do you mean?
When you put them in, you get your soil all prepped. You take your cutting, you dip it in the water, you dip it into your root hormone. Take the pencil, put it, make a hole, and then put it in there, and then rebury it.
I mean, I've got my rooting compound, but the problem is every time I've used it, I have had absolute failure.
Really.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because my area is just too hot and dry.
Yeah,
But I have tried on numerous occasions to root start plants around here to get free plants without having to go to the store to buy them.
When we were in high school, we did that, and towards the springtime and fall, we would start them in those 2 foot by 2 foot nursery trays without the cells, and that's what we did for a couple days because that's how the ag department actually made money, was actually propagating and selling plants.
Yeah.
And we always had good success.
I've had the worst luck when it comes to doing that. And I've tried dozens upon dozens of times. I've tried it with roses, trees. I planted 12 of them. I have maybe out of those 12, I think 2 rosemary that actually established during the season, winter season, or pre-spring, that may or may not have survived.
Yeah,
Doing the exact same thing. Cut a piece off, strip the bottom leaves off, put it in the rooting, get it wet, put it in the rooting hormone, and stick it in the ground.
No, we always used a pencil or a wooden dowel, a number 2 pencil. Pop it in there. Anything larger than that, we wouldn't use. It's got to be smaller than the number 2 pencil.
Should probably do that then. Just get myself like a little poke. Well, when I did it, I have a little like sections of bamboo. I always use bamboo to poke in the ground, like either my pointing sticks or I use them for actual planting.
Yeah.
So depending on the size of the piece or width of the bamboo, I'll just poke a hole in there and stick whatever, like seed or whatnot, right in the hole and just cover it.
Yeah. Then we would have that in the greenhouse for 2 weeks, and then after that, we moved it to the shade house.
That could be part of my problem. Maybe. I would have to test that theory.
And the greenhouse has to be humid.
That could be why.
Not humid enough to create mildew, but just below that. And then after that, we put it in the shade house for about 2 months. And after that, we would pop them into pots.
That might be a why. But I'm gonna try the what's his name from the one we were talking about the other day, Homestead, Earthbound Homestead or whatever.
Oh, the Earth Dwellers.
Yeah, Earth Dwellers Homestead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try on a single scale. I'm just gonna try that method to see if I cannot get cuttings to germinate or cuttings to root.
Cloning.
Yeah, basically cloning.
Mm-hmm.
If I can figure it, if I can do it with that might be the better method for me to do it. And then I can transfer to pot, blah, blah, blah. Either that or the only other way I'm going to be able to figure out how to do it is to get a grafting knife, bark my cutting that I want, and put that little apple-shaped doohickey on there with rooting compound. And
No, for the roses. Yeah. They sell those containers where you pack them full and you just clip them on there, and then you put a zip tie on there.
Yeah, where do they? The only place I've ever seen is Amazon.
Yeah, I know.
I have nurseries everywhere around here, and I've checked every one of them, and they do not sell those damn things. And you know why they don't sell them?
No, Beevor doesn't have it on there. I already looked.
You know why they don't sell those things in nurseries?
Because hardly anybody propagates.
No, it's because they don't want you to. They want you to spend that $40 or $50 on that damn plant.
Oh, yeah.
Because if they sold those there, nobody would buy anything because you only need to buy once. If you've got a healthy plant,
yeah,
you buy a pack or two of those things, take a cutting or graft it, put that on there, wait the 40 or whatever days that it takes to acquire roots, cut it off, stick it in the ground, you got a new plant.
Yeah, now don't girder it. You only need to take like half of the cameo layer off.
Yeah, well, you're not going all the way down like under.
Well, I'm letting the folks in the chat know that.
Had too many to make. Had to make more pickles.
Yeah.
And you don't want it. You do not want to ring that the same width of your little cloning box. You only need to take inch and a half, maybe max, depending on the size of the clamp that you're putting on there.
Yeah.
Now you can. I've seen people do it with solo cuts or what. You just cut down one side, cut a hole in the bottom, pack it with your rooting, like your compound, clamp it around, and then wrap it in Saran wrap.
Yeah.
I've seen them do it that way, but the problem is you still have to wait 40 freaking days.
Oh, yeah. And knowing that, it's also a lot of weight, too.
Well, I mean, you saw the branch that I was telling you about, right, Jason?
Yeah.
The one that I want to take and clone?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. On your tree, yeah, that's fine.
That's an established branch. That's the same thickness as the main root.
And you're not putting it out at the top, and more towards the base. Yes.
So yeah, I want to go up about a foot, ring it, and then put one of them grow containers on there, and then wait. Hopefully, the end of the season, I can take that one off. I'll have a brand new apple tree, an established apple tree, because that thing's already thick as heck.
So you just take your budding and grafting knife, and you just basically cut into the camera layer, peel it up, and peel it off. You do on 3 sides. You still need that camera layer to feed that plant while it's growing its roots.
I've seen people just take the whole ring off and then just put those on there, and then they get these nice little root balls.
Yeah. Oh, it's 10:30, folks. Sorry, but it's time to go. I hope everybody has a wonderful week. And always remember, get outside, have fun, and be kind to each other.
Be well, be safe. Happy gardening. See you guys on Thursday.
Yep. Tomorrow, Thursday, not next Thursday.